If you can't even remember the last time you turned on your PS4 and it's been gathering dust on the shelf, you're in the right place. In this video, I've rounded up all the best games that have already come out or are still to be released on PS4 in 2025. And trust me, there are titles here that prove it's way too soon to retire your PlayStation 4. This is Braz, and let's get started. Dying Light the Beast, a new standalone survival horror from Techland, marks the return of fan-favorite Kyle Crane. What began as DLC for Dying Light 2 evolved into a full game, meticulously crafted to bring back the intense primal fear that defined the original Dying Light. Players step into a tightly knit rural environment where resources are scarce and gear isn't durable, demanding constant adaptation. Crane, now older and driven by revenge, navigates a world where agility is key through unique landmarks. Techland's vision emphasizes a focused, impactful narrative, delivering a complete, resonant experience. Lies of P. Overture, a dramatic prequel, pulls players back into the grim elegance of Krat, revealing its hidden grandeur before the city's tragic collapse. This standalone experience delves into unseen secrets, following the enigmatic legendary Stalker. The game features relentless, challenging battles that intricately shape both the past and future of the original Lies of P narrative. Combat mechanics are deep, allowing for dynamic weapon combinations, strategic use of Legion arms, and activation of new abilities. The story explores profound moral choices, where the line between truth and deception blurs, offering a dark reinterpretation of a classic tale. Significant updates including difficulty selection and boss rematches, enhanced replayability. WWE 2K25, the latest installment in the iconic wrestling series, puts the captivating real-life saga of the Bloodline front and center. This storyline is skillfully woven into the new showcase mode, with Paul Heyman himself narrating, adding authenticity. Beyond the engaging story, the game offers improved chain wrestling and trading blows mini-games that deepen the strategy of each match. Developer Visual Concepts has achieved a robust wrestling simulation with excellent performance, accurately conveying the dynamics and spectacle of WWE bouts. The game's cover features Roman Reigns, emphasizing the central role of this storyline. From Software expands the lands between with Elden Ring Nightreign, a standalone cooperative spin-off that redefines the core game design. This new adventure invites players to team up and battle through procedurally generated locations filled with formidable bosses. Players choose from 8 unique Nightwalker roles, each offering distinct ways to navigate the treacherous world. The project promises a fresh take on the acclaimed Elden Ring universe, focusing on shared challenges and unpredictable gameplay, ensuring that every journey into the night feels unique and intense. Future DLC has already been confirmed for the game. Destiny 2: The Edge of Fate transports Guardians into a thrilling new chapter, sending them to the farthest reaches of the solar system. This major expansion introduces a fresh campaign, unveiling a mysterious location brimming with untold secrets. Players will discover powerful new gear and confront a truth that will reshape the future of the universe. Bungie continues to evolve its live service game, delivering a wealth of fresh content and narrative twists for its dedicated community. This expansion is part of a confirmed content roadmap for the next year, including new raids and dungeons. Atomfall plunges players into an alternate 1960s Britain, 5 years after a nuclear disaster transformed northern England into a quarantine zone. This action survival game from Rebellion Developments blends elements of folk horror and Cold War intrigue. The game world is inspired by Fallout New Vegas, valuing player choices, and features multiple smaller interconnected zones instead of one large open world. Gameplay involves scavenging, crafting, desperate combat, and unraveling a dark mystery, navigating cults, rogue agencies, and quirky characters in a world both eerily familiar and utterly alien. Sid Meier's Civilization 7 invites players to forge their own history in the latest iteration of the legendary 4-time strategy game. Firaxis Games delivers a deeply engaging experience where players can mix and match historical eras and leaders, including a meticulously researched depiction of Tecumseh created in collaboration with the Shawnee tribe. This partnership has led to significant donations to Shawnee language revitalization programs. The game features the commanding narration of Gwendolyn Christie, who will guide you through the rise and fall of empires as you build a civilization to stand the test of time. And VR version is also planned. Little Nightmares 3 from Horror Master's Supermassive Games plunges players into a new, unsettling adventure. This time, players will follow the journey of Lo and Alone, 2 brand new protagonists, each armed with unique items essential for survival. Together, they must navigate the Spiral, a nightmarish cluster of dystopian lands filled with chilling threats and puzzles. The game promises a deeply atmospheric and visually distinctive horror experience that will test your courage. Originally slated for 2024, the game was postponed to 2025 for additional refinement. Sniper Elite Resistance reframes the narrative of Sniper Elite 5, offering a focused campaign with new scenarios and a limited set of reimagined locations. Developed by Rebellion, this installment leans into the series' signature tactical stealth and precision sniping. While it revisits the storyline of SE5, it does so through a more condensed experience, featuring 9 missions including revisited areas. It's best approached as an expansion that provides new challenges within a familiar framework, rather than a full-scale continuation. MotoGP 25 offers an unparalleled two-wheeled racing experience, bringing the full 2025 season to life. This official video game, developed by Milestone, features meticulously recreated tracks, including the return of the legendary Brno and the debut of Balaton Park. The game is built on Unreal Engine 5, ensuring a realistic racing feel, while redesigned soundscapes, recorded on-site from official bikes, add to the authenticity. Regardless of preference, the game caters to all skill levels, with arcade experience modes for instant thrills and pro experience for authentic realism. Splitgate 2 beta marks the anticipated return of the portal-infused arena shooter that redefined competitive play. Building on the original's cult success, this beta offers early access to a refined experience, promising even more intricate portal combat and dynamic gunplay. Developers are fine-tuning mechanics based on player feedback, ensuring a deep strategic shooter that rewards both quick reflexes and spatial awareness. For those who mastered the first game's unique verticality, this is a chance to dive into the next evolution of portal-powered mayhem and shape its development. Commandos Origins brings the legendary real-time tactics series back to its roots, exploring the untold formation of the elite commando unit. This prequel takes players through the crucial early missions, focusing on the intricate planning and execution that defined the franchise. Calypso Media promises a return to the classic isometric view and highly specialized operatives, demanding meticulous stealth and strategic synergy. Fans who cut their teeth on the originals will appreciate the fidelity to the series' core tenets, delivering a challenging tactical experience on PC and current-gen consoles, with last-gen versions following later in 2025. Marvel Cosmic Invasion plunges players into an interstellar beat-em-up adventure, confronting the devastating annihilation wave led by Annihilus. This cooperative 2D brawler from Tribute Games and Dotemu unites iconic cosmic heroes like Nova, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America against overwhelming alien hordes. Focusing on fast-paced, side-scrolling combat, the game delivers a nostalgic arcade experience with a modern twist, letting players smash through enemies across various cosmic locales. It's a direct, action-packed dive into a specific, high-stakes Marvel cosmic event, perfect for fans of classic brawlers. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 delivers the ultimate nostalgia trip, remastering 2 of the most beloved skateboarding games in history, following the successful 1+2 package. This collection promises updated visuals, fluid gameplay, and all the classic levels and skaters fans remember. Expect the signature arcade-style mechanics, endless combo lines, and a soundtrack that defined a generation. It's a meticulously crafted revival that aims to recapture the original magic, offering both veterans and newcomers the chance to grind, flip, and air their way through iconic parks and urban landscapes with modern polish. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves marks the triumphant return of a legendary fighting game series after decades in hiatus. SNK brings back its iconic characters like Terry and Andy Bogard, reimagined with modern graphics and refined combat mechanics. This isn't just a simple update, it's a full-fledged new entry, aiming to re-establish Fatal Fury as a top-tier contender in the fighting game genre. For longtime fans who cherished Guru Mark of the Wolves, this promises a deep competitive experience that honors the series' legacy while pushing it forward. Like a Dragon Pirate, Yakuza in Hawaii sets sail for an entirely new adventure, placing the legendary Goro Majima center stage. Waking up with amnesia on a deserted island, Majima finds himself thrust into a pirate's life, seeking treasures in the vibrant Hawaiian setting. This unexpected premise promises the series' signature blend of dramatic storytelling, quirky humor, and intense combat, but with a fresh tropical twist and a fan-favorite protagonist in an unprecedented role. Get ready for a unique, character-driven journey as Majima navigates forgotten memories and uncharted waters. Mouse PI for Hire transports players into a stylized, monochromatic world inspired by 1,930 cartoons, delivering a unique first-person shooter experience. While steeped in noir aesthetics, this is a gun-slinging action game where players, as a private investigator Mouse, engage in active combat and intense shootouts against a backdrop of classic animation. It's a visually striking FPS that prioritizes fast-paced gunplay and chaotic encounters, rather than traditional detective puzzle solving, all while retaining the charming yet dark atmosphere of early animation. Atelier Yumia, the Alchemist of Memories in the Envisioned land, continues the beloved Atelier series, blending its signature alchemy-focused JRPG mechanics with a captivating new narrative. This installment hints at a story deeply rooted in exploration and uncovering forgotten pasts, likely tied to the titular memories in Envisioned land. Fans can expect charming character designs, a vibrant world, and the intricate crafting systems that define the franchise. Gus Studios consistently delivers a relaxing yet engaging experience, focusing on discovery and the bonds between characters. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny marks the long-awaited re-release of a PlayStation 2 classic, offering a chance to revisit one of Capcom's defining action titles. This new version will likely feature upgraded visuals, improved performance, and potential quality-of-life enhancements, bringing the feudal Japan demon-slaying adventure to modern platforms. Players will once again follow Jubei Yagyu, battling hordes of supernatural foes with his signature swordplay and elemental magic. It's an opportunity for veterans to relive the challenging combat and atmospheric storytelling, and for new players to discover a cult classic. Hypercharge Unboxed throws players into a world of living toys. Bedrooms and gardens become sprawling arenas swarming with mechanical dinosaurs and toy soldiers hungry for the glowing hypercore. Duck behind Lego barricades, set up miniature turrets, and scavenge batteries as ammo. The game fuses frantic shooting with tower defense-style creativity, bright explosions and buzzing toy guns combined with a cartoon palette to create a delightfully chaotic battle. Each level feels like an imaginative playground. System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster drops you into the stifling corridors of the Starship Von Braun. Flickering lights reveal dark labs and living quarters. Only the hum of machinery and the whisper of Shodan break the silence. This gritty blend of shooter and RPG has you scavenging scarce ammo, hacking terminals, and upgrading cybernetic implants. Updated visuals sharpen the rust and grime on walls, but the oppressive horror remains intact. Every mutant encounter or frantic dash for a medkit evokes claustrophobic terror. Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist unfolds in a haunted kingdom. You are Lilac, an attuner who can purify homunculi twisted by toxic gas, aided by her doll-like companion Nola. Together, they trek through the land of fumes, from abandoned labs to overgrown groves and crumbling castles, all bathed in poisonous mist. Enemies merge machine and monster forms, while shadowy puzzles block the path. Hand-painted visuals and Millie's sorrowful soundtrack create a melancholic fairy tale tone as each cleansing strike banishes a corrupted soul. Revenge of the Savage Planet is a vibrant sci-fi action-adventure. As a stranded astronaut on bizarre worlds, you face colorful flora, hulking mutants, and absurd traps. Each planet has a wild theme: neon jungles, frozen caves, or alien cities, all swarming with eccentric creatures. Your arsenal is just as crazy. A proton whip swings you across vast gaps, gravity boots let you surf rails, and flamethrowers or acid guns blast enemies. The game leans into cartoonish humor with a playful art style and peppy music. Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter is a dark Souls-like RPG set in a frozen rat kingdom. You play Arlo, a young rat heir fighting back against monstrous bat invaders the Dark Wings after they destroy your keep. The hand-painted visuals are stunning. Snow-covered villages, ruined castles, and twisted forests. Combat is punishing and precise with swords, spears, and shields. Narration by Geralt's voice actor adds gravitas to this grim fable. Along the way, you'll recruit allies from loyal animal clans, rabbits, owls, frogs, etc. Battle of Rebels is a relentless co-op shooter where survivors battle endless waves of zombies. Roam ruined streets and labs crawling with the infected. Humans mutated by a secret alien parasite. You clear zones, annihilate mutant bosses, and shut down the alien cloning machines. You switch freely between first and third person, sometimes lining up precise headshots, other times launching rockets into crowds. Resources are scarce, but you can commandeer tanks, attack drones, or armored cars to turn the tide. Flickering streetlights and a pumping rock soundtrack add to the gritty survival horror vibe. Against the Storm is a roguelite city builder in a world of endless rain. As a viceroy of the Scorched Queen, you rush to establish a village during the brief calm before each blightstorm. You gather wood, farm swamp plants, and mine coal to feed people in warm homes. Villagers come from various clans: humans, beavers, foxes, harpies, and more, each with unique needs, making management tricky. The art style is darkly whimsical. Cozy cottages and grimy factories huddle under smoggy skies. Every moment is tense as another blightstorm approaches. Lost Hellden is a dark JRPG painted in rich 2D art. You lead 8 heroes through Era, a land where everyone is branded from birth with one of the 7 deadly sins. If they overcome their sin, their soul reaches the holy afterlife of Hellden. If not, a grim fate awaits. Visually, it's striking. Hand-drawn backgrounds and dynamic lighting create gothic towns, swampy forests, and battered temples. Combat mixes real-time action with tactical depth. Heroes slash dodge and unleash sacred powers as needed. The narrative is heavy with symbolism, exploring themes of redemption and sacrifice. Fatal Run 2089 is an arcade racer in a post-apocalyptic future. You pilot a heavily armed sports car down twisted highways full of obstacles and enemy vehicles. Your arc reactor constantly drains like a timer. Blasting rivals and drifting recharges it. Enemies swarm, other cars, tanks, and drones attack relentlessly, and each level ends with a massive boss vehicle. Collect missiles, flamethrowers, and chain guns to blast your way forward. Glowing neon highways and a pounding synthwave soundtrack give it an old-school arcade vibe. Inazuma 11 Victory Road is a vibrant anime-styled soccer RPG. You form your ultimate team from characters spanning the series. Matches turn into epic showdowns. Players charge up and unleash flaming dragon shots, spitting cyclone kicks, and other supercharged strikes. New systems blend real tactics with anime flair. Real skills let characters use authentic tricks, and a zone defense mechanic adds strategy. The visuals stay bright and energetic. Stadiums flooded with neon lights, characters soaring mid-kick, and a rousing soundtrack keeps the excitement high. Through the Nightmares is a hardcore 2D platformer that plunges you into surreal, shifting dreamscapes. Run, jump, and change your size to survive. Shrink through tiny gaps, or grow giant to crush obstacles. Levels feel like twisted bedtime illusions. Bedrooms stretch into impossible structures. Mirrors open into other worlds, and shadowy beings lurk just out of sight. You must face Morpheus to save lost children from their endless nightmare. Whimsical hand-drawn art blends with unsettling detail, while an eerie lullaby soundtrack keeps tension high. This remake revives Sega's iconic Dreamcast rail shooter, aiming to faithfully reproduce its fast-paced zombie-slaying action with modern graphics. Players step into the shoes of AMS agents James or Gary or team up in co-op, battling hordes of undead. While it promises updated visuals and remastered music, the original was known for its unique B-movie charm, often amplified by its famously bad voice acting. The challenge for this remake lies in modernizing the experience while retaining that quirky, beloved soul that made the arcade classic so memorable. Space Adventure Cobra is the first modern game adaptation of the cult 1978 manga and 1982 anime. Players embody Cobra, the charismatic space pirate with a cybernetic psychogun arm and a trusty android partner, Lady Armoroid. The action platformer faithfully adapts the anime's first 12 episodes, blending sci-fi, action, and humor. Its unique visual style uses hand-drawn sprites to capture the original's distinct 80s aesthetic, a bold choice over typical 3D. Cobra, often likened to a spacefaring James Bond, promises a thrilling, stylish adventure true to its pulp sci-fi roots. Sega revives its legendary Shinobi series with a 2D action platformer starring Joe Musashi, developed by Lizard Cube. Joe embarks on a quest for vengeance after his clan is turned to stone, wielding katana, kunai, and powerful ninjutsu. The game blends traditional, precise ninja action with modern enhancements, featuring limitless combos and environmental tools across over a dozen hand-drawn stages. It aims to balance the series' notoriously high difficulty with accessible fun, offering a visually striking and challenging experience for both veterans and newcomers. This 2D action platformer is a side story to the original 8-bit Ninja Gaiden, developed by the Game Kitchen. You play as Kenji Mozu, Ryu Hayabusa's protege, who merges with Kumori, a kunoichi from the rival Black Spider clan. This unique fusion allows seamless switching between Kenji's melee and Komori's ranged attacks, and even traversing physical and spirit realms. The game features stunning pixel art and a retro-inspired soundtrack, aiming for a challenging yet fair difficulty that honors the series' notoriously brutal legacy while offering fresh, tactical combat. The legendary Double Dragon series returns with a modern beat-em-up, departing from its iconic pixel art for updated 3D graphics. Set 15 years after a nuclear war, players control Billy and Jimmy Lee, masters of Sosetsuken, battling the Shadow Warriors. New mechanics like parkour and swing jumps offer high-speed, free-form action. Combat is strategic, rewarding environmental instant kills and critical attacks. While it aims for a fresh look, some fans worry the new 3D style lacks the original's tactile weight, sparking debate on modernizing classic aesthetics. Sweet Carole is a narrative horror game that uniquely blends classic animation aesthetics with survival horror. Set in early 1900s UK, you play as Lana Benton, investigating her friend's disappearance from Bunny Hall Orphanage. Lana navigates between the real world and the terrifying kingdom of Corolla, where she can transform into a rabbit to hide and traverse obstacles. Its hand-drawn visuals create a striking contrast between charming, nostalgic animation and unsettling horror, promising a deeply atmospheric and innovative experience. Maximum Football is the first AAA free-to-play football simulator, challenging the genre's norms. Built on Unreal Engine 5 with physics-based gameplay, it offers unparalleled customization. Design every detail of your team, from logos and uniforms to player attributes and stadium colors. As head coach, you'll recruit, manage, and call plays in College Dynasty mode, with Pro Franchise coming later. This game promises continuous updates based on community feedback, aiming to be a dynamic football platform that evolves with its players, breaking the cycle of annual paid releases. Bendy Lone Wolf is a survival horror game that rebrands Boris and the Dark Survival, plunging players into the endlessly generated, ink-filled corridors of Joey Drew Studios. As Boris the Wolf, you'll scavenge for supplies, battle cartoon creeps, and constantly evade the relentless ink demon in a tense game of cat and mouse. This roguelike adventure maintains the series' unique 1930s rubber hose animation style, creating a chilling blend of nostalgic charm and nightmarish terror. It promises a full story conclusion and a hardcore mode where death means a complete restart. Rogue Loops is a roguelite action game that twists the genre with a unique give-and-take mechanic. Every chosen buff comes with a new curse, escalating the challenge. You play as a family member trapped in an endless loop, battling to escape. Rooms are cyclical, and curses stack with each pass, creating a constantly intensifying gauntlet. Combat is aggressive, rewarding hits with skill recharges. With its detailed pixel art and eldritch monsters, this game offers a strategic, high-tension experience where every decision impacts your survival in a relentlessly evolving nightmare. This new action-adventure game expands the whimsical world of Chickenhare graphic novels and films. You control a heroic trio, Chickenhare, the agile half-chicken, half-hare, Meg, a martial artist skunk, and Archie, a strong tortoise. The core gameplay revolves around real-time character switching, combining their unique abilities for dynamic 3D platforming, fluid combat, and clever puzzles. Adding an innovative twist, in-game mysteries unlock clues for a real-world treasure hunt, promising an adventure that extends beyond the screen. It's a colorful, humor-filled quest about bravery and friendship. And the last game is a bonus in everyone's favorite Terminator. This officially licensed 2D action side-scroller is a love letter to Terminator 2 Judgment Day, aiming to be the arcade game fans deserved in 1991. You'll relive iconic scenes and explore new future war scenarios, playing as Sarah Connor, the T-800, and an adult John Connor, each with unique combat styles. The No Fate title hints at multiple endings, letting your choices shape humanity's destiny. Its glorious pixel art masterfully recreates the film's world, including the T-1000's liquid metal transformations, blending retro charm with expanded lore. I hope this video was helpful and you found a game you like. If so, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Bro hugs to everyone, see you next time.